You know, I actually don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. I've got so much to say, but I don't know where to start, and I don't know what to say. I'm going to start with this. This is probably our lowest point. I think it is. I think it is. But I've got some questions to ask. I want to ask some questions. Because the preview earlier on was kind of trying to bring some bants to the situation. If you don't laugh, you cry. But tonight, I'm sorry, tonight we're crying. We are crying tonight. We are crying. We just lost at home to Legia Warsaw. Yeah? We just lost at home to Legia Warsaw. We're through. I don't even care. I don't even care. Tonight felt like the season ended. Season's over. Every game that we go forward now, is it even a friendly? Like, should we even show up? Should we just null and void it all and just not play? Yeah? Because if we're doing like what we did tonight, then what's the point? What's the point? I've got some questions. Some people are going to say, what are these players doing? Where is this player? Where is that player? Where is this manager? You know what I'm going to say? Where's our club? Where's our club? Luckily, I spoke to Matisse earlier on. He had a very good answer. And it summed it up. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I'm going to stick with this from now on. Now. Chelsea Football Club died. We're not Chelsea Football Club anymore. Do you know what we are now? We are CFC LDN. That's what we are now. They're two different things. They are two different things. Don't mix the two. Don't mix the two. Let Chelsea rest where the heritage is and where big things were accomplished and where we were serious. Leave that over there. Yeah. This is the new and rebranded CFC LDN. Run by Blue Co. After $1.5 billion spent, we are at home losing in the Conference League to Legia Warsaw. Damn. Wow. I want to say, I think anyone with an eye, not even two eyes, one eye will do the trick, yeah? If you're blind, you're exempt, but you might still be able to have noticed this, yeah? Those players don't care anymore. And it's so clear as day. They've downed all tools, as far as I'm concerned. You cannot operate like that. You can't. Unless you don't give a crap. It's as simple as that. Yeah? They're showing up because they have to. They're coming into work because they're contracted to. But that's it. Maresca's lost them all. And Maresca, oh my God. Oh my God. Let me ask a question. Was it the environment today that cost Chelsea that game, or I'm curious. I'd like that answer. Was it the environment? Hmm? Was it the fans that cost Legia to score the first goal? Was it? Or was it the second goal? Or was it both? Interesting. This is how far we've fallen. We are now, instead of talking properly and seriously as a football club and as a fan base of a football club, we have been sent as far low as talking about little ridiculous things like this. Oh, did the fans cost the team the second goal? Flipping hell, man. It makes me sick. It makes me sick, man. Today you're getting, and I'm not, I ain't gonna bring any sarcasm or anything to this. It's gone far beyond that now, man. This is taking the mick beyond belief. Yeah, people need to call it the way that it is, and just start speaking honestly, man. Damage is done. Don't get it twisted. Damage is done. This institution is finito. Under these owners, we are done. The obvious thing tonight that we didn't understand from Maresca was the initial lineup. I mean, that was bonkers in and of itself. But you know what? Now looking back, we played our strongest team and we still lost. If we played a weaker team, what would have happened? I don't know. You know? It's ridiculous. We saw the lineup, we were like, hang on, what's going on here then? Reece James is starting. What? Jackson starting, Palmer starting, everyone's starting. What's going on? Why? How come Reece didn't play against Ipswich? What, you got rested for this? The beginning of tonight, it actually looked like Maresca had gone all in on the Conference League, which he might have. But I've got to ask the question now. What, you think we're going to win the Conference League now as well? Like, we're at a point now where we're even looking at that and thinking, we got to question this. Does this team beat Real Betis? No. No. This is how far we've gone. This is how low we are. So when we saw this lineup, it was like, hang on, what? Has he thrown Champions League away? Like, has he, I mean, some would actually argue, yeah, but Younes, we don't stand a chance getting Champions League now, so you know, we might as well just go all in on the Conference League. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you are. Because for me, the Champions League is done. It's not happening. So yeah, maybe that's the case. Maybe that's the case. But you know, it's one thing when you feel it as a fan and you don't actually have any control on the situation. You don't have any input on the situation. You're not in the dressing room. You're not there on the pitch. You're not playing with the ball. You're not the coach. You're like, all we can do is watch and see what happens and react. That's all we can do as fans. So we can have our opinions on where we think things are heading. But when you actually see it materialize, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, so it's actually happening then. So it is real. That's... Yeah. Tonight, maybe a bit that. Yeah, maybe Maresca's thrown the Champions League. And for what? Yeah, what? This? I think it's clear. I think it's clear as day. $1.5 billion spent, and this is what we've got. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Holy shizzle. Wow. Wow. How can you actually deteriorate a football club on that magnitude with that money? That is incredible. Blue Co, that is one hell of a feat. You lot have done things I don't think has been done before in football. I don't think anyone's blown that money before in that sort of way. Unbelievable. This is what we have to show for it. And on top of that, I think it's pretty clear. Maresca is done. Yeah? I have to put this button. Because when Maresca was hired, I said if it ever came to the point where it's over for Maresca, I'm not going to call for his head. I said that. And I stick to it. And you want to know why? Because if he goes now, what changes? Unless something else is done. But this is the big cookie that I don't think is going to get eaten. This is the one. This is the one. If Maresca goes, I'm cool with that. On one condition. Winstanley and Stewart lose their jobs first. First. Sack Winstanley and Stewart first. And then get rid of Maresca. Okay, I'm on board. No problem. Because Maresca's cooked here. He's finished. This is disgraceful. This is low. If I was going to say if this was Roman. If this was Roman, Maresca would have got hired in the first place. Yeah, the Tuchel would probably still be in charge. But let's not. Like I said, this isn't Chelsea. This is CFC LDN. So let's talk about CFC LDN. CFC LDN, run by Blueco, with Winstanley and Stewart. That's where the dismissals need to happen first. But that's not going to happen. Why? Because they're doing their little bidding for their owners. That's it. They are carrying out their jobs. Why should they be given P45s? They're being instructed to do things and they're carrying it out. Simple. If everything else stays the same, we get rid of Maresca. It's like I said. We'll get the next yes man in. Because that's what Maresca's turned into. Nothing more than a... You know what? Can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this. Out of everyone that's been hired, he's now turned into the worst. It's gone from 0 to 100 to 0 real quick. Incredible. Everything is a shambles here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the model. This is CFC LDN. And I don't know who CFC LDN are. I don't know who they are. I don't know who that institution is. I don't recognize it. So going forward, for me, season's done. What? Fulham on Sunday? Yeah, so? What's that gonna do? What? The ones at Everton? What's that gonna do? What? Semi-final against who? What's that gonna do? What is anything going to do? And you're seeing things like these. This is a deterioration on a scale that I don't think we've seen. We've seen lows, but this is beginning to take the cake. But it's like I said, this is CFC LDN. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.